Welcome back to Today Rocket Science. I'm Adam Balkin. In last month's episode, we caught up with student engineers from Palmdale, California, who were gearing to race in the Solar Car Challenge in Texas. This month, our Jeff Stensland got himself into gear and headed to the Texas Motor Speedway to see how they and others fared when it came time to put rubber to the road.
More than 200 teams nationwide vied for the chance to circle Texas Motor Speedway. Only 26 teams made the cut. Natalie Sagoon is the technician for Southwest High School's engineering team out of San Antonio.
Arriving was pretty intimidating, but I mean, what were we expecting? You know, we're a rookie team.
Good luck, San Antonio.
She and her teammates designed and built this car from scratch.
Depending on how much sun we have and if it gets cloudy, if it starts raining, I'll slow down or speed up the car.
They'll be going from like 40 miles per hour and they'll slow down to like 15, 20 as soon as the cloud comes overhead, because that cloud, it just ruins your ability to run off the sun.
The sun is a blessing and curse for these teams. It's the primary focus of Yulisa Lemus Reyes.
Temperature is crucial for us because if our batteries get too hot, they won't function. Also, our solar panels and our charge controller.
Good luck, Palmdale.
This is also the first race for her team from Palmdale, California. They might be able to glean some expertise from the veteran Tottenville Solar Pirates from Staten Island. 4 years in, Ariel Smolovsky says rounding the track now is just as thrilling as the first time.
When you see the car going around the track, you just kind of feel relieved. You know, all the work you've been putting in, it's not a waste of time. And that's the best feeling.
Pit crews run the show, monitoring all the car systems with the single goal of making the most laps.
Our wheels move with next to zero friction. We can just spin a wheel once and it'll keep going for about 5 minutes, and that's a great improvement, especially out there when it's all about efficiency.
Engineering is so specialized these days. You need some electrical engineers, you need some mechanical engineers, you need some battery technology types, and the aerodynamics is really specialized. They need to understand what they're doing.
Layman Marks started the Solar Car Challenge in 1993 to have students put science, technology, engineering, and math in motion, long before STEM was an acronym.
It's an outstanding opportunity to show the kids what they can actually do. We challenge them to the very most.
It just helps you to realize how long and how important teamwork is, at least in the field of engineering, when you're building something and when you're trying to keep a customer happy.
It's really what I'm good at. And thanks to this program, I got to realize it.
Education that comes one lap at a time. For It Ain't Rocket Science, I'm Jeff Stensland.
Down the road a piece from Texas Motor Speedway, students at the University of Texas are conducting research that could one day make your everyday car a little safer. In the years to come, driverless cars may eliminate pilot error, but until that day, any safety improvement can be life-saving. Our Victoria Moranin introduces us to the new honeycomb shock absorber.
This 2-ounce piece of plastic could be the future of shock-absorbing technology.
Being at the forefront of that is pretty exciting.
A team of UT students and professors worked several years to come up with negative stiffness honeycombs.
What's unique about this one is that it absorbs energy and then bounces back, and it's ready for the next impact, so you don't have to throw it away.
Researchers designed these honeycombs to hold their shape upon impact. Each of the beams act as barricades to keep or even reduce the amount of force hitting an object or person. It's a life-saving concept with a wide range of applications, from military protective gear to car bumpers.
If you want to protect a person, for example, you don't want this person to experience more than 3 Gs or 5 Gs or 10 Gs or whatever it happens to be. This material absorbs energy, quite a lot of energy at that level.
The honeycomb design can also be used for sports helmets, hoping to reduce concussions.
The amount of concussions that people incur is just staggering. We're designing these to where they can absorb more energy than current football helmets out there.
An intelligent, seemingly simple design with life-saving potential.
Mechanical engineering is, finding ways to protect people, to help people out. I think it's always good to be able to give back in that way.
An idea that could make the world safer, one hit at a time. For It Ain't Rocket Science, I'm Victoria Moranin.
And engineering ingenuity isn't exclusive to the South. In New York, some robo enthusiasts are showing off their creative constructions. However, with many of them nearing graduation, they're looking to their younger peers to pick up where they leave off. Bree Driscoll has the story.
Colleges are known for actively recruiting high school graduates. But at one New York high school, the students are doing some recruiting of their own. The upperclassmen are talking to younger students in order to enlist them in learning activities surrounding robotics.
We are doing a presentation to kids of our school in the Bridge program and to the public of the robots that we built in the program.
This bot was built by the school's first robotics team. FIRST, or For Inspiration and Recognition of Science and Technology, is the robotics competition started by inventor Dean Kamen that pits thousands of students from across the world in head-to-head winner-take-all robot battles. The student teams have made it to the quarterfinals of the New York City regional competition in the past, but with several students getting ready to graduate, they're looking for fresh talent to carry on the team's legacy.
I think it's pretty inspiring because this means our school is very top-notch and smart, and it's inspiring because it makes me want to join the robotics team.
Sony is one of the team's sponsors, so the students brought their robot here to the Sony Technology Wonder Lab to show it off.
I think that robotics education is not just about robots specifically, it's really teaching science, teaching engineering, it's teaching teamwork, creativity, problem solving. So we really see it as a really great holistic educational experience for students.
For one student, the chance to participate in robotics was an opportunity to set himself apart.
Well, I think robots are good for the future because a lot of people nowadays is just like want something different, I guess. And everything like basketball, football, and all that, it's all the same. I play football and I know it. So it's just like when you see a robot and it's doing something, it makes you happy and makes everybody else happy.
The High School for Computers and Technology has been open for 10 years and has had a FIRST robotics team for each and every one of those years. And from students' reactions today, it looks like that streak will not be challenged. For It Ain't Rocket Science, I'm Bree Driscoll.
Well, that does it for this episode of It Ain't Rocket Science. As always, to find more hands-on science, technology, engineering, and math opportunities in your community, head over to www.connectamillionminds.com. And until next time, it's been a blast.